your life is taking you today. I'm so glad you made a stop at Keep the Faith, the home of contagious encouragement. I'm Keith Stevens.
And I'm Donna Cruz. Some people say love is a feeling, but really, it's a choice. And you can make that choice any day, in any circumstance. So as you listen to this hour of Keep the Faith, we hope you're encouraged and discover the gift of love.
Love, take these words that I'm speaking, love. Take these thoughts that I'm thinking, love. Take me over.
Now, nothing changed around me. Everything changed within me. And when everything changed within me, it changed everything around me.
I think we all have in our hearts this deep desire to share love, and we're so inspired to take action, but sometimes we limit ourselves and we hold back ourselves for fear that we aren't enough or that we don't really have enough to give.
I know I'm not strong enough to be everything that I was supposed to be. I give up. I'm not strong enough.
Oh, what it would be like to have a never-ending supply of money, coffee, or chocolate. Well, you do have something that never runs out. Find out what it is next on Keep the Faith.
This year's felt like 4 seasons of winter, and you'd give anything to feel the sun. Always reaching, always climbing, always second guessing the timing. But God has a plan, a purpose in this. You are His child, and don't you forget, He put that hunger in your heart. He put that fire in your soul. His love is the reason to keep on believing. When you feel like giving up, when you feel like giving in, His love is the reason to keep on believing. If we could pull back the curtain of heaven, we would see His hand on everything. Every hour, every minute, every second, He's always been in it. Don't let a shadow of a doubt take hold. Hold on to what you already know. He put that hunger in your heart. He put that fire in your soul. His love is the reason to keep on believing. When you feel like giving up, when you feel like giving in, His love is the reason to keep on believing. It's the reason, it's the reason, His love is the reason. He's the peace in the madness that you can't explain. He's the hope in the heartbreak, the rest in the suffering. He's closer than the air you breathe, from the start to the end, to the in-between. Don't you dare doubt even for a minute what He started in you, yeah, He's gonna finish. He put that hunger in your heart. He put that fire in your soul. His love is the reason to keep on believing. Just keep on believing. When you feel like giving up, when you feel like giving in, His love is the reason to keep on believing. It's the reason, it's the reason, His love is the reason. It's the reason, it's the reason, His love is the reason. Hey!
Welcome to Keep the Faith, where encouragement spreads with each song and story.
Sometimes you gotta dance through the darkness, sing through the fire, praise when it don't make sense. Sometimes you gotta stare down the giant, worship from the lion's den. Sometimes you gotta shout it from the mountain, loud you there. Sometimes you gotta welcome the wonder, wait for the answer, worship with your hands in the air. I'll praise you anywhere. Praise, give him praise, give him praise, and the highest praise. Give him praise, give him praise, and the highest. He is worthy, yes, he is worthy of all of the praise. Sometimes you gotta praise in the prison, cry out to heaven, shout to the door, swing wide. Sometimes you gotta stand on your shackles, brave in the battle, worship with your hands held high. I'll praise you anywhere. Praise, give him praise, and the highest praise. Give him praise, and the highest. He is worthy, yes, he is worthy of all of the praise. Give him praise, and the highest praise. Give him praise, and the highest. He is worthy, yes, he is worthy of all of the praise. Faithful all my life, blessings day and night, countless reasons why I'll praise you anywhere. Every promise kept, goodness every step, each and every breath, I'll praise you anywhere. Faithful all my life, blessings day and night, countless reasons why I'll praise you anywhere. Every promise kept, goodness every step, each and every breath, I'll praise you anywhere. Praise, give him praise, and the highest praise. Give him praise, and the highest. He is worthy, yes, he is worthy of all of the praise. Oh, I'll praise you anywhere. Oh, mountain or valley, I know that you're with me there. I'll praise you anywhere.
You're listening to Keep the Faith. I'm Donna Cruz. If you wait too long, the perfect gift may be out of stock. But there's another kind of gift that's never in short supply. Trish Blackwell is Keep the Faith's confidence coach. She's the author of Straighten Your Crown, and thousands of people have been inspired by her College of Confidence. If you'd like to join them, just go to KeepTheFaith.com.
As a kid, I loved the thought of pulling water from a well. It was a novelty, and it really fascinated me to think about olden days, decades, centuries ago, or third world countries where people didn't have easy access to water. And every time I used to turn on the faucet, I would think about how different my life would be if I was drawing water from a well. When you think about it, wells really do run deep, but they do have a limit. But there's a well that's different. That well itself is what inspires me profoundly to action every day. I like to call it the love well. The love well runs deep because it's not a human's well. I think we all have in our hearts this deep desire to share love, and we're so inspired to take action, but sometimes we limit ourselves and we hold back ourselves for fear that we aren't enough or that we don't really have enough to give. But I know this, when you pull from the love well, it is always enough.
I've been running around the edges, building my own happy endings, but they couldn't take the test and they just fell right down. I've been trying to push the limits, been asking why I should live in them. Couldn't find no good there in it till you showed me how to be still and don't move. So I will, 'cause I want you to keep me right there in the middle of your love, your love. Keep me right there in the middle of your love. The stars will fall from the sky one day. When I'm lost, I'll call your name too. Keep me right there in the middle of your love. I've been living on the fences, I've been spinning, I've been restless, I've been thinking selfish, but it's different now. Oh, be still and don't move, so I will, 'cause I want you to keep me right there in the middle of your love, your love. Keep me right there in the middle of your love. The stars will fall from the sky one day. When I'm lost, I'll call your name too. Keep me right there in the middle of your love, your love. Ooh, your love. Your love. Keep me right there in the middle of your love, your love. Keep me right there in the middle of your. The stars will fall from the sky one day. When I'm lost, I'll call your name too. Keep me right there in the middle of your love, your love. Ooh, your love. Your love. Your love. Keep me right there in the middle of your love.
Encouraging songs and stories on Keep the Faith.
Even if the healing doesn't come.
Hey, I'm Keith Stevens. You might have a story from your life that could encourage a lot of people to keep the faith. We've teamed up with our friends at lovestories.com to bring you your love story because your story is a gift. Just call 800-361-4490 to share your love story or personal testimony, especially how God healed your relationship. That's 800-361-4490.
The first boyfriend I ever had and we dated on and off for about 4 years. He was a bit of a bad boy, roughneck, and we broke up for the last time when I was about 18 years old. And 25 years later, I ran into an old friend of ours. They told me he was in prison. So I wrote him a letter, and then he called me, and the first thing he said to me was, I need you to know that I've turned my life over to God. I don't do any of those things anymore, and I never will again. And he got out of prison last June. We got married, and then 3 weeks later, he was diagnosed with bone marrow cancer, and he died this past July. So we only got a year together. But what he didn't know when I first spoke to him was that my mother had passed away 5 years earlier, and I had just really gotten away from God. And I know without a doubt that God used him as a vessel to bring me back to my faith.
We want to thank our friends at lovestories.com for helping to make encouragement contagious. Here on Keep the Faith, you can share your love story at KeepTheFaith.com.
There's torn up pages in this book, words that tell me I'm no good, chapters that defined me for so long. But the hands of grace and endless love dusted off and picked me up, told my heart that hope is never gone. God is in this story. God is in the details. Even in the broken parts, He holds my heart. He never fails. When I'm at my weakest, I will trust in Jesus. Always in the highs and lows, the one who goes before me. God is in this story.
Storm you're walking through feels like it's too much, and you wonder if He even cares at all. Well, hold on tight to what you know. He promised He won't let you go. Your song of healing's written in His scars.
God is in this story. God is in the details. Even in the broken parts, He holds my heart. He never fails. When I'm at my weakest,
Keep the Faith.
Sometimes love has a barrier, like a river, but one man discovered a different way to live. That story is next on Keep the Faith.
When the solid ground is falling out from underneath my feet, between the black skies and my red eyes, I can barely see. And when I'm feeling like I've been let down by my friends and my family, I can hear the rain reminding me. In the eye of the storm, you remain in control. In the middle of the war, you guard my soul. You alone are the anchor when my sails are torn. Your love surrounds me in the eye of the storm. When my hopes and dreams are far from me and I'm running out of faith, I see the future I picture slowly fade away. And when the tears of pain and heartache are pouring down my face, I find my peace in Jesus' name. In the eye of the storm, you remain in control. Yes, you do, Lord. In the middle of the war, you guard my soul. You alone are the anchor when my sails are torn. Your love surrounds me in the eye of the storm. And I just don't know how I'm gonna make ends meet. I did my best, now I'm scared to death that we might lose everything. And when a sickness takes my child away and there's nothing I can do, my only hope is to trust you. I trust you, Lord. In the eye of the storm, you remain in control. Of the war, you guard my soul. You alone are the anchor when my sails are torn. Your love surrounds me in the eye of the storm. You remain in control. In the middle of the war, you guard my soul. You alone are the anchor when my sails are torn. Your love surrounds me in the eye of the storm.
You're listening to Keep the Faith.
I'm Brandy Lene. What stands in the way of love? In some cases, it's a false belief that you're too different, you're undeserving, you've been wronged, or there's just too much history to deal with. James Ward sees it all the time. He's the pastor of Insight Church and a leading expert on the idea of zero victim thinking.
I'm originally from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and grew up in the tail end of the school systems being desegregated. Tuscaloosa is divided by the Black Warrior River. And as a kid, it was inherently known the black people were on one side of the river, the white people were on one side of the river, and you don't cross the river. That's just how I grew up. And then the day comes in third grade, they were going to bus some of us black kids to the white side of town for third grade. I said, man, this is the end of the world. This is not going to work. They don't know what they're doing. You don't cross the river. And I remember that, traveling on that first day of school, even crossing the river, seeing the landscape change, seeing that the homes were, the lawns were more well manicured, and something on the inside of me said, I belong on this side. I'd like to live on this side. Went to school. It was a great school, fresh paint, well lit. All the playground equipment worked. new chalkboards. And so it was like this new experience. And I had a third grade teacher who happened to be a friend of my grandmother's, and she was a very wise woman. She would write our names on the board for doing good things and not for punitive reasons. But when you were kind to another student and you let somebody else go to the pencil sharpener, you did well on a spelling test, she'd put your name on the board. And I started to see that my name was on the board quite a bit. And this is against the backdrop of thinking that the white people don't like the black people and kids don't get along. There was something about me seeing my name on the board that it clicked within me, and I believe it was a providence of God, that I recognized that the white kids around me weren't against me. Now, nothing changed around me. Everything changed within me. And when everything changed within me, it changed everything around me, and the trajectory of my life changed.
Maybe you have a longing to help others overcome their ways of thinking and live a truly fulfilling life of love. Well, you're invited to Keep the Faith special online event this April, designed for anyone who wants real tools to better care for others. James Ward will be a part of it, along with others like Haley Scully and Gary Wilkerson. All the details are at KeepTheFaith.com.
Does life hit you so hard that you've been knocked down? Have you gone too far to find the middle ground? Did they raise you so high just to pull you back down? Have you been so lost you could never be found? 'Cause I've been real, I've been fake, been a sinner, been a saint. I've been right, I've been so wrong. Yeah, I've made my mistakes. I don't know what it's like to be you. You don't know what it's like to be me. What if we're all the same in different kinds of ways? Can you relate? We both know what it's like to be hurt. We both know what it's like to feel pain. But I think it's safe to say we're on to better days. Can you relate? Can you relate? Have you ever been left when you should have been loved? Has there ever been a time when you stayed but you should have run? 'Cause I've been real, I've been fake, been a sinner, been a saint. I've been right, I've been so wrong. Yeah, I've made my mistakes. Now I don't know what it's like to be you. You don't know what it's like to be me. What if we're all the same in different kinds of ways? Can you relate? We both know what it's like to be hurt. We both know what it's like to feel pain. But I think it's safe to say we're on to better days. Can you relate? Can you relate? Can you relate? Can you relate? I don't know what it's like to be. You don't know what it's like to be me. But by the grace of God, we'll see each other's heart. Can you relate?
The thing is that when you start sincerely affirming, the other person doesn't really know why. They just feel closer to you. And here's what we found is the bottom line. You're impacting the other person. You're transforming the relationship, but it completely changes you. And it changes your mind about the other person.
Let my words be life. Let my words be truth. I don't want to say a word unless it points the world back
to you. This is Keep the Faith.
Next on Keep the Faith, Karen Kingsbury shares the story of two friends who exchanged the gift of love.
Cal, he was happily married with 3 kids in L.A. Across the country in Philadelphia, Stuart and his wife had just welcomed their second son. But that spring, tragedy struck Cal.
I'll find a way to praise you from the bottom of my broken heart, 'cause I think I'd rather strike a match than curse the dark. Yeah, I'll find a way to thank you, though the bitterness is real and hard, 'cause I'd rather take a chance on hope than fall apart. I don't think I'm ready to surrender to the dark, no. Even if my daylight never dawns, even if my breakthrough never comes, even if I'll fight to bring you praise, even if my dreams fall to the ground, even if I'm lost, I know I'm found, even if my heart will somehow say hallelujah anyway. Yeah, I hear a hymn of triumph in the wilderness of my lament, in the lowlands of the mountain tops. I won't forget all that goodness that you have shown me, the promises that you have kept. There's better days on the horizon up ahead. Even if my daylight never dawns, even if my breakthrough never comes, even if I'll fight to bring you praise, oh, even if my dreams fall to the ground, even if I'm lost, I know I'm found, even if my heart will somehow say hallelujah anyway. Oh, come on, let it rise in the dark or the light. Oh, my soul, stand and fight. If you got a song to sing, let it rise. Even if my daylight never dawns, even if my breakthrough never comes, even if I'll fight to bring you praise, oh. Even if my dreams fall to the ground, even if I'm lost, I know I'm found, even if my heart will somehow say hallelujah anyway. Hallelujah
Keep the Faith is all about making encouragement contagious. Because if you just stop for a minute and look around, there's so much good to be found. And it gets even better when you share it.
They say you're only as good as your last success, and failure's not an option. Maybe that's why I'm exhausted, held so tight to their applause that when it stopped, I thought that yours would too, till you said that my heart to you is worth everything. Ooh. Don't gotta be somebody when I'm already somebody to you. Got nothing to prove anymore, so there's nothing to lose anymore. You're gonna keep on loving me for more than just the things that I do. I'll sing it till there's no doubt. Nobody can count me out, 'cause I'm already somebody to you. Ooh, I'm already somebody to you. be somebody when I'm already somebody to you. Got nothing to prove anymore. There's nothing to lose anymore. You're gonna keep on loving me for more than just the things that I do. I'll sing it till there's no sense. Nobody can count me out, 'cause I'm already somebody to you.
You're listening to Keep the Faith.
Hey, I'm Keith Stevens. It's been said that walking with a friend in the dark is better than walking alone in the light. It's always great to hear from New York Times bestselling author Karen Kingsbury. In addition to having over 25 million books in print, she's taking some of her stories to the big screen, including Someone Like You, beginning April 2nd. Today, Karen shares a story that reminds us how God can use the friends in our lives, even long-lost friends, to share the gift of love.
20 years ago, they were two of the most unlikely best friends. Cal was the popular guy, the quarterback of the football team. Everyone knew him. Stuart, well, he was the guy with the glasses in the math lab during lunch. A little short, a little skinny, and no one really knew him. Those who did, well, they made fun of him, they picked on him, and he was bullied all of his life until he met Cal his junior year. The quarterback took him in, and Stuart's life changed. He began to go to parties and have fun and have friends. He would laugh more. And his senior year, Cal introduced Stuart to a girl who became the love of his life. 13 years passed, and the two unlikely friends lost touch. Cal, he was happily married with 3 kids in L.A. Across the country in Philadelphia, Stuart and his wife had just welcomed their second son. But that spring, tragedy struck Cal. His 9-year-old daughter Tara was diagnosed with leukemia. No one in the family was a match, and suddenly they were desperate to find someone who could help their daughter. The odds of a stranger being a match for Tara were 1 in 20,000. Cal knew that, and he began praying for a miracle. About that same time, Stuart found his old yearbook. He remembered Cal and the effort he'd made to be his friend when no one else would. "I've got to look him up," he told his wife. "Find out what happened to old Cal." His search turned up the friend and the tragedy that he faced with his daughter Tara. "She needs a transplant," Cal told Stuart. "If we don't find a match, she'll die." Stuart didn't have to think about his next move. "I'm getting tested," he told Cal. "You're my friend. That's what friends do." The lab news came a week later. Stuart could hardly believe it. He called Cal, and in a voice cracking with emotion, he told him about the results. "I'm a match. I am a perfect match for your daughter, Cal."
And on that night, they found a miracle. They found a miracle.
Who has made a difference in your life? Take time today. Call them up. You never know. You could be the answer to their prayers.
Keep the Faith is grateful for the support of Karen Kingsbury Productions and excited to be teaming up with them as they bring Someone Like You to the theaters this spring. More information is available on our website, KeepTheFaith.com.
I searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. Man's empty praise and treasures that fade are never enough. Then you came along and put me back together, and every desire is now satisfied here in your love. Hey, oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing is better than you.
Welcome to Keep the Faith. When we experience true love in a relationship or true wisdom in a word or song, we feel it in our souls, and that encouragement can become contagious.
Can't believe we've come this far and it feels just like getting started. Somehow we're still running like those kids back then. Scrape some knees and falling down, but somehow we keep getting back up. Long as there is wonder, gonna keep running, yeah, we'll keep running. In this moment, it's electric. Can you see it? Can you feel it? This dream inside is still alive today. Yeah, we're on our way.
To all the scared and frozen, too afraid of the unknown and second guessing everything you once believed. There's no fear that can bind you. There's nowhere hope won't find you. As long as we have hope, we have everything we need. Yeah, we're on our way. We're on our way. We're on our way to breaking through, 'cause we were made for something new. Yeah, we're on our way. We're on our way. We're on our way to chase our dreams, 'cause we were made for greater things. Yeah, we're on our way. In this moment, it's electric. It's electric. Can you see it? Can you feel it? This dream inside is still alive. We're on our way. We're on our way to breaking through, 'cause we were made for something new. Yeah, we're on our way. We're on our way. We're on our way to chase our dreams, 'cause we were made for greater things. Yeah, we're on our way. There's no fear that can bind you. There's nowhere hope will find you. As long as we have hope, we have everything we need. Yeah, we're on our way.
For guys, we have to recognize that for our wives, romance means relationship, and we have to be investing in our relationship with one another. We have to be spending time together. We have to date one another again, find common activities, things we like to do, and then spend time doing it and enjoy being with one another.
How do I love her? How do I let her know she means more than anything to me? How do I love her? How do I love her? Love her.
This is Keep the Faith. I'm Brandy Lene on Keep the Faith with an encouraging thought. Love is a two-way street, constantly under construction.
I don't wanna be afraid every time I face the waves. I don't wanna be afraid. I don't wanna be afraid. And I don't wanna fear the storm just because I hear it roar. I don't wanna fear the storm. I don't wanna fear the storm. Peace, be still, say the word, and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Peace, be still, you are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks. I'm not gonna be afraid, 'cause these waves are only waves. I'm not gonna be afraid. No, I'm not gonna be afraid. And I'm not gonna fear the storm. You are greater than its roar. Oh, I'm not gonna fear the storm. No, I'm not gonna fear it all. Peace, be still, say the word, and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Peace, be still, you are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks. Peace, peace, over me. Let faith rise up, oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Let faith rise up, oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Oh, let faith rise up, oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Peace, be still, say the word, and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Oh, peace, be still, you are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks. Peace, peace, over me. I hear it speaking peace, peace, over me.
This love is a lot more powerful than we think it is, and it's got to have hands and feet.
I wanna be your hands, I wanna be your feet. I'll go where you send me.
I believe that it's got to have real relationship and take real action. And I mean, Jesus Christ's love cost him something, obviously. If our quote-unquote love for our brother isn't costing us something, then we're probably just giving lip service.